Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration. It is December the 20th, 2023, and today the topic is change. Resistance is futile. Happy Wednesday. Yes, happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope that you guys had a wonderful Tuesday. Mine was just fine. Um, Yeah, but it was cool overall. It was a low key day after all the tasks and whatnot that I told y'all about yesterday. One of the things that was done is that me and my little guy we had a little time, a little mommy and me art session. We painted these little holiday trucks and everything like that. So again, if you guys follow me on social media, you may have already seen it. And apparently NJ wants to tell you about it, so come on over here. You might as well. You done interrupted already.
I made mine crazy and mommy didn't.
He says he made his crazy and I didn't. He just means that I took a little bit more time on mine than he did on his. But regardless, it was nice mommy and me art, right? Wonderful. And so yeah, awesome memory for the memory banks of our Christmas activities, aka my gifts to him. And yeah, man, look, we 5 days away from Christmas. Because today's the 20th and everything like that. So that's another amazing thing. Again, the new year is approaching. And I mean, I know anytime again the new year comes around, you start thinking about changes, right? You start thinking about things you want to change in your life and everything like that. Now, I challenged y'all a few weeks ago to start your changes now. Matter of fact, I put, I started that myself. I told you guys that I felt challenged to, maybe sow more seeds. And I've started to do that. I've started to do that now. So I'm not necessarily waiting for the new year. But hey, again, if that's going to help you and hold you accountable to wait for the new year, then cool. And if you make it right to the new year, then by all means, do whatever you need to do. But I guess today I was more so encouraged and inspired to chit chat about this concept of understanding that change is inevitable. And so resistance to change is futile. At least that's what came to me this morning. So, what led me to this conversation today? I mean, it could be a variety of things. I mean, I woke up to some interesting information and whatnot. Look, am I a dream interpreter or something like that these days? Perhaps. I seem to be the person that people go to, or that a few people in particular come to for interpretations, and I'm grateful for that. Again, I'm just doing what I do to try to interpret my own dreams. So I'm glad to be used to be encouraging and inspiring to the next person and stuff. And so, with that being said, without getting too deep into the situation and whatnot, or the dream that I was asked to interpret this morning, I would say that is partially where this conversation came from because, again, what I was hearing and seeing, it seems like, there are changes on the horizon. And to be honest, I was thinking about a couple of other topics this morning because I was thinking about beautiful horizons because I feel like there's a lot of great things in the works and on the way, for me and my family and things like that. But I mean, ultimately, as I started to just kind of reflect on that, that's where the word change kind of stuck out to me. And I know, again, talking about change is not new here on the Juice. I feel like I'm always talking about change to a certain extent. Yes, and always referring to the cultivation period and everything like that. But I mean, you know, um, I think again what stuck out to me this morning as I was going deeper, I went to gotquestions.org, read a couple of articles there, which are in the Go Deeper section for you all to take a look at. And yes, peruse and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. But as I was reading one of them, um, they mentioned the quote, resistance is futile. And yeah, that made me more so start to focus on this idea of resisting change. And so I don't have too much to share this morning, at least verse wise. But hey, we're gonna see what the Lord do and everything like that. But that's where the inspiration came from. So let's get into this juice this morning. So I was pretty much led to write down these verses in Ecclesiastes 3:1 through 22. Now, whether it's the all 22 verses, I don't think so. But you guys can go deeper and read all of it yourself. But this is what I felt led to write down this morning. It says, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing." Again, obviously, as I was writing the song down, I couldn't help but think about turn, turn, turn. I believe that song is by the Birds. To everything, turn, turn, turn. I mean, it seems like they pretty much took these verses from the Bible and made that song. Which is so true. I mean, honestly, with all the amazing, beautiful things that has happened this year, I'm like, Lord, is there coming a season where it may not look as beautiful as this? Because again, to everything there is a season and everything like that. So again, my season this year must have been or may and was and is, right, abundance 2023. Well, who knows what next year is going to look like? And will it be even greater, or will it be ups and downs, whatever the case may be? I don't know. But I do understand that, again, to believe that change won't happen to some extent would be, again, a futile thought. It would be something that wouldn't be wise for me to sit here and think. Again, like I told you guys earlier this year, when my husband was sharing with me about, some different opportunities and some things. I'm like, okay, but does that mean we're going to move? Does that mean, like, is things changing, X, Y, and Z? And things did change a lot for me because, again, y'all know about the job and all that. And it's amazing. Again, I truly, truly enjoy everything that I'm doing with Mountain West. And, but even that, I mean, has come with a little bit of change because, again, there's some shifting happening within the leadership. And then, so I don't know what all that will mean for me. Like, will I continue to stay in this exact same position doing the exact same things next year, or will things be shifted and changed in some ways? I don't know. But again, it will be unwise to think that I'm going to remain in the exact same place. Especially when I'm leaning and depending on the Lord to lead and guide my life and things of that nature. And so, but I know we're not all there, right? We may not all fully trust the Lord with that. And so we want to hold on to what we think or what we're familiar with, right? And it's easy to hold on to that and think like, this is what I know, and everything like that. And don't get me wrong, I get it, I definitely have been there, but at the same time too, what I'm understanding and what I've gathered by studying this today, as well as just life, right, has shown me is that, again, with change comes growth. With change comes, good and great things as well. So, we can't always look at change as a bad thing. Matter of fact, again, I had some time to reflect on just how much my life has changed yesterday, because just so happens, after I did, the activity with NJ, and we had some time, we were watching Christmas movies and X, Y, and Z. I ended up taking a nap because he put on some movie that he wanted to watch, and I ended up taking a nap on it. By the time I woke back up, I was looking at doing something in my emails, and it seemed like I wasn't able to, look at things. So I was thinking that I was going to have to start deleting some emails and whatnot. And I came across some things that I had written years ago. And again, it just made me so thankful for where I am today. And, and at that time, those years ago, I had no clue that things would be where they are today. Again, I was with somebody completely different. our life looked completely different. The way the treatment and things like that was completely different. Again, I wasn't a mother at that time. Who knows what would have happened, with that situation. So there's so many things, right, that again, now my life, I feel, has changed for the better. And so I'm thankful and grateful for it. And I feel like I'm always reiterating that every day. Like I even had some time to just go to my husband and hug on him and stuff, and was like, and he probably was like, what is this lady, about today? But again, just taking some time to reflect, right, on again where God has brought me from makes me thankful. It makes me grateful and thankful and appreciative of change, right? Appreciative of the opportunity to change and the opportunity to, make different decisions and things of that nature. And like I tell y'all all the time, I have no clue where I would be if not for, again, the change. And so, I hope that whoever's listening to the sound of my voice will be encouraged and inspired to know that not only resisting change is futile, which again is the main, I guess, theme of today, but understanding that, again, don't look at change as negative all the time. Sometimes the change is inevitable. Sometimes the change is exactly what you need to get to the next level. Spiritually, financially, all the leads. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's exactly what you need. And so, instead of resisting it, it's more important for us to embrace it, welcome it, and yeah, and I mean, I guess that's ultimately the juice this morning, you all. I mean, again, I know it may be a struggle. We may not want to do it. We may feel like, again, I just want things to stay the same, X, Y, and Z. But unless you are, in the will of the Lord, things staying the same will not be beneficial. And we know that at the end of the day, the only thing that truly remains the same is Christ, but because there's no place for him to improve, nor, fall short, because he is perfection, right? We, on the other hand, we do have the ability to change and things of that nature. And we do, now some of us unfortunately choose to change for the worse, but there are some that, choose to change for the better. And so again, I hope this conversation encourages you and inspires you to, again, not only understand that, again, change is inevitable, resistance to it is futile, but again, take some time, look at those verses, and just understand that, again, with everything comes a season and everything like that. Apparently, the child has some wisdom to bestow, so go ahead.
I love my IKEA shoes.
Okay, baby. Well,
I love my IKEA shoes.
Okay, so you don't have any. Because those are for ladies. Okay, so now you're interrupting, so don't be a distraction. But anyway, let me go ahead and share with you guys the Bible verse of today, and that is 1 Chronicles 16:10. It says, "Glory ye in his holy name, let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Lord." Friends, I hope y'all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Now, listen, before I let you go, I want to let you guys know that I am considering taking a break next week. Yes, we know that it's the Christmas holiday, but then also I'm supposed to be going out of town. And it's not that I could go ahead and go live and do all the things, next week where I'm at. But at the same time, I'm just thinking that maybe taking a break would be good. Because honestly, I haven't taken a real break since my birthday a couple of years ago. So I'm thinking it might be the best time to not only take a break on the juice, but also not only taking a break on the juice, but also on the talk show. So that means we'll be starting the new year fresh with everything. If I move forward with that idea, I'm thinking about that. I let the team know that I am thinking about that. So just in case, if you guys if you're in our newsletters and things like that, then you'll get an email, pretty much confirming this over the weekend. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up that that's what I'm thinking about. So that would be between next Monday to next Saturday, no juice. And then that would also be no talk show on next Friday. But that would mean starting the new year fresh, January 1st. If I'm not mistaken, January 1st, the juice will be back. And then January the 5th, I think. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever that first Friday in January, that will be the first episode of the GSL Talk Show for 2024. Again, all of this is if the Lord's will. I'll let you guys know if I change my mind, but that's what I'm thinking about doing. And I appreciate you guys, you know what I mean? There's still more time to chit chat because we got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'll let y'all know for sure, at least by Saturday. But that's what I'm thinking about today. Y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments, and everything like that. And yeah, that's it. That's all. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. There you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice. Hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Like I said, let me know what you all think about that week-long break from the juice next week, as well as the break from the talk show next Friday. Are y'all gonna miss me too bad? Are y'all gonna need some juice? I mean, because on the flip side too, I mean, it's not like taking a break from the Lord. Like that's another thing too. I'm like, maybe there's no break needed, in regards to that. But I guess I'm just thinking like, time to sleep in, time to, spend time with my family, and we be away, and it'll be our first vacation with NJ, I believe. So stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking about. But like I said, I'll mull it over the next few days as well. And y'all will know for sure on Saturday. But okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow if the Lord's will. And yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on what all is going on. But yeah, y'all have a great day. Bye.